Greetings out there in internet land. Tony Sprayberry here with you. By request, here's a screencast of my Todo.txt workflow. Todo.txt is a command line app that manages a plain text file to-do list. It can be synced via Dropbox to an iPhone to-do text style app, and it being a plain text file can be opened in any text editor, which I use to my benefit. And here's how I do it. I use iTerm2 as my main terminal, and it comes with a cool drop-down terminal window. I've aliased todo.sh to t, and I use the add action, and I pass a string of the to-do with the priority and parentheses in the beginning. So, test to-do priority A. Now it's told me I have a couple other to-dos, and if you look at the bottom right-hand side of my screen, I have Geek Tools displaying my to-do list on my desktop. Geek Tools will display a command output, images, and a couple other things onto your desktop for you. But additionally, when I need to brain dump into my to-dos, I've created a Python script on a cron tab that runs once a minute, and it syncs my todo.txt file with a to-do file that I sync remotely in SimpleNote. I view it in NVAlt. NVAlt gives you the option of storing your SimpleNote notes locally in plain text files as opposed to a database. So I have redundant copies of my to-do. I utilize them differently based on my needs. Now let's take a look at my iPhone workflow. On my iPhone, I use Swift To-Do to manage my to-do text file because the original iOS to-do text app doesn't seem to be being updated anymore. Swift To-Do uses the to-do text file that's on my Dropbox and synced to my computer, but because I usually end up inputting text to a couple different apps, I decided that I'd create a app in Pythonista. It's an iPhone app, and it's written in Python, and it compiled in Xcode, and I'm running it as a developer now, I guess, right now, and it's on my Springboard and everything. And what it does is it takes the text of a text field, and I can point it at a couple different apps. And I thought it would be fun to go ahead and put it in a little workflow and be able to launch it from the Today widget. So there's my sorter, and if I go to add a task, I can put a priority in front of it and put a test. Mobile to-do, and I can add it to the to-do. Or if I want to take a random note or something like that, I use DevonThink, and I sync those to my computer as well. And these are for fuller notes. And I can go ahead and launch that over to DevonThink, and it'll create a note with the time and date and the information I put there, and I can save it. And in DevonThink, I have a note that I call the lyric pool, and sometimes when I think of, some cool rock and roll lyrics, I'll go ahead and I'll add that and append it to the lyric pool, and there you see item updated. And finally, the simple note button on the end actually just launches simple note. I haven't quite figured out the URL scheme to create a new note while launching it, but I'm working on that, and clear just clears the text field. So that's my mobile to-do and my computer to-do workflows. Thanks for watching.